We have a video showing the jump made by these internally mounted tower cranes. The video is made by DCM Erectors. The cranes shown here are the same as the cranes on our site. This is actually the Times Tower in Manhattan. Here's the schematic section. What I've been calling a frame, they call a basket, so we'll switch to their terminology, although basket doesn't really please me. And this is the lifting frame. They're beginning at 8 a.m. and we'll see exactly how long this takes. And they start by stripping away any of the protective fencing, safety nets, anything that inhibits the movement of the crane. They make sure that it's clear. That's the engine that drives a pump that provides the hydraulic power. And the foreman is operating these levers. I like that little notice on the steel to move the crane up, move the cylinder, move the lever this way. Keep it simple. There are a pair of these cylinders. Now the ironworkers are moving the frame up one story and they will attach it to the tower. Here they're freeing up the outriggers from the upper basket and they retract them, and now the basket will be able to move. That's the outrigger being drawn in. When the lugs are retracted, you can now lift the upper basket. So the cylinders are actually lifting the upper basket one story. Then they resupport it, extend the lifting frame again, and then raise the upper basket again. Now it's in position to be attached to the structural frame. So those are the outriggers being moved out. They rest on brackets on the structural frame. And now the tower is being raised together with the crane. The jump has been completed in 2 hours. By noontime, they can actually raise both of these cranes, which is quite remarkable. Let me just read this to you. It may not be clear. They are pointing out that the jumping time is much faster. 2 hours is really quite remarkable. Just a short tower is required instead of a tower that goes from the crane all the way down to the street. And it can be attached to the structural frame without any modifications. Requires no redesign of the frame in any way. And there's minimal interference with the work of other trades. Here again, I'm just summarizing what's taking place. It goes by a little quickly in the video, and it's not exactly perfectly indicated. So there are the 3 elements required: the lower basket, the intermediate basket, and the lifting frame, and they're ready to go. But really, before you can make a jump, you need the next 2 stories of steel to be in place. So this drawing is not quite there. Now you see the motion of the lifting frame. It goes up 1 story, it brings the basket up 1 story, and then the basket needs to be attached, and the process is repeated. Now the outriggers are extended, and when they are in place, you can now lift the entire assembly. Now that's how the video stops. It's not quite complete. There's something a little unsatisfying about the video. It seems that the hydraulic cylinders can only advance 1 story at a time. So this final move, which raises the crane and the tower, looks like perhaps it has to take place in 2 stages. They may have just simplified that. I don't know if it can be done all at once.